GoProvidence.com is in the kitchen with us today. We are getting tips from the pros, and Chef Ash joins us. He's our pro for the day. We're making paella.
Yes, we are.
So tell us a little bit about, you have so many ingredients on this counter. Take us through them.
Well, just a little bit. This is chorizo, which is a sausage used in the paella. Very important ingredient is the saffron, which is very indigenous to Spain. Yes, it's one of the most expensive spices. Then we have some seafood around here: shrimp, mussels, clams, some chicken, fresh herbs, tomatoes, and some saffron rice.
Wow, there's a lot going on. Now, what I like most about paella is that maybe you already do kind of, you have some leftover chicken, maybe you have some leftover rice, so it's kind of a great dish that you can, you know, throw everything in.
It's a perfect dish to do that.
And what else would you suggest for other ingredients? I mean, I know you're using the shrimp, the clams today. What are some other things that people might
If people like fish, they can add some fish to it. Fish is a good part of the paella. We just, this is the way we do it at the restaurant. A lot of people don't eat chicken. They don't need to add chicken to the paella or the sausage.
Okay, so this is a very versatile dish.
It's a very versatile dish, and you can add some vegetables to it, like eggplant, zucchini, some green beans, and asparagus go along good with rice.
I bet, yeah, I can totally see that. Now, the amount that we're making today, roughly how many people will that feed?
The portion we'll make right now in the next segment would probably feed about 3 to 4 people.
Oh, okay, great. So it's a great family dinner dish.
Yeah.
And perfect for the next day, too?
Exactly.
Awesome. So this seems very, very simple, very easy. We're going to teach you how to do it coming up in a little bit. But for now, back to you.
Thanks, Mary. We are back in the Rhode Show kitchen this morning. Chef Ash is here today from Vintage. We're making paella, and we're getting tips from the pros today on how to, you know, what to cook. And we have saffron here, right?
How to utilize saffron in daily cooking. It's one of the most expensive spices or ingredients.
And what makes saffron so expensive? I mean, so many, you know, people may not have usually cooked with saffron, but what makes it, you know, so expensive?
It's very indigenous to Spain and the areas around there. The Indian subcontinent, and what makes it more expensive is it has to be picked at the right time.
Okay.
It's hand-picked.
All right.
So there's no commercialization of saffron. Hence, you pay the price of the labor that goes behind it.
Yeah.
So what I did here was I just took the liberty. This is a little bit of water.
Okay.
You can actually use white wine. You can use some stock, fish stock, chicken stock. I just warmed it up a little bit, and if you notice, I'm just putting a pinch in here.
Is saffron a very, you know, a strong spice? I mean, you know, some spices you can put in and they kind of fade into, you know, the mixture. Is saffron a much stronger?
Saffron is a very strong spice, but it's used in elegant cooking.
Oh.
So if you just take a smell of this, it's a pinch that goes a long way.
Yeah, you can really smell it. Yeah.
But the bigger part about saffron is if I use too much, it's just going to overpower it. It's going to mask all the other flavors.
So you'll lose the flavor of the original dish that you're making, correct?
So if used correctly, it's a very rich ingredient to use in dishes.
Okay. Now, you putting it in the water with the saffron, is it to almost take the flavor of the saffron and so it's spread evenly over the dish?
This enhances the flavor of saffron.
All right.
And like, we add it to the water when we make the rice.
Okay.
Because of time constraints, we cannot make the rice and the pie at the same time, so I took the liberty of making the rice ahead of time.
Gotcha.
But this is the water or the stock we'll use to make the rice for the saffron dish, and we call it the saffron rice.
Very good. Okay, so we have our saffron. We've learned everything we ever need to know about saffron from Chef Ash. So we have our saffron ready to go. We'll make the rice and get everything together. In the meantime, back to you.
We are getting some tips from the pros today in the kitchen making paella, and Chef Ash from Vintage Restaurant is here, and we are getting things going already.
We have the stove all heated up and ready to go, right?
The stove all heated up. Let's start with the chorizo right in the pan, about half of that.
Okay.
And when you talk about, I'm guessing that's on high? High heat?
That's good.
That's good. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Now the most important part is to cook the chorizo nice. As you can see already, the spices from the chorizo are coming out in the oil.
Yeah, you can see it.
You really need that to happen.
Okay, for the flavor.
That enhances the flavor of the chorizo.
Excellent.
You can go ahead with the onions. You can go ahead with some garlic.
Okay.
Again, this is your choice. You can add as much or as little garlic as your preference.
And how much garlic are you gonna?
About 2 spoonfuls would be good for this dish.
Okay. And you can really smell it. I mean, it smells fantastic.
Yeah, whenever you get onions and garlic in a pan,
cooking together, you know it's going to be good.
Absolutely.
And go ahead with some chicken.
Chicken.
How much chicken we have here?
We have about 2 cups worth of chicken here.
All right. Put that in. Next
Let's
up.
go ahead with the clams.
Okay.
Now, if you already have chicken, like let's say, I know we were talking about this earlier, you've had chicken the night before and it's left over, you just obviously wait to add it later on.
Towards the end,
to
yes.
the
Just to make sure it's heated through. Let's go with the shrimp and some mussels. About half that shrimp would be fine.
About half the shrimp?
Yep.
Okay. There we go.
And is the shrimp already seasoned? I mean, I see some stuff going on in there. What is this that seasoned with?
All I did was I just marinated the shrimp with some fresh herbs and some of the red crushed pepper.
All right, simple enough.
All of these
You can go ahead with the mussels. You can go ahead and season a little bit. Some salt, pepper.
What's that, red pepper?
This is red crushed pepper. This again is totally up to you, depending on how much you want it in there. You want it spicy, please go ahead and add more.
Okay.
You don't want it spicy, you don't have to add any.
Perfect. I like that, especially too if you're making it for your family.
Right, you never know.
Just save it, put the red pepper on your own serving or something like that.
Now this is where the saffron comes in.
This is the saffron comes in. This is the saffron water that we made. Just gonna go ahead and add that.
It's sizzling away.
This is going to finish our cooking process of all the seafood and the chicken.
Right.
At this time, I'll just cover the pan for a few minutes.
Nice.
And how long will this? How long will this cook like this?
About 2-3 minutes. It'll take. I mean, it might take a little more time to make sure the clams and the mussels are open.
For the shellfish to open up.
That's quick.
But that's the whole idea of doing it. But if you cover it, it just fastens the process of the steam.
Okay. All right.
Excellent. So while we're waiting for that, I mean, tell us about Vintage Restaurant. What's going on there? You serve dishes like this?
We have paella on the menu actually.
Okay.
We do a $10 menu night. Sundays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays.
Oh, that's good.
Wow.
Yeah, we have live entertainment Thursday, Friday, Saturday nights.
Okay.
Different bands from different areas that bring them some different crowd. We are doing a late night menu on Fridays and Saturdays, which offers you like a $5 choice of like 10 different items, sandwiches, pizzas, appetizers.
Wow.
And
doing it all on a budget too, which I like.
Which is good.
I like. It's very friendly.
Monday night's a $5 sushi roll night.
Okay.
So you can get sushi for $5 on a Monday night.
And remind everyone where you guys are located.
We are on South Main Street in Woonsocket, 2 South Main Street. The website's vintageri.com. We have a Woman of Wine coming up this Wednesday, which we do 4 courses paired with wines for $30.
Oh, wow.
Sorry, guys, it's only women.
That's okay. So we're out. We're left in the cold.
Yes.
We're left in the cold. All right, so this is cooking away.
We'll go ahead and add some fresh herbs.
Okay, what do we have here?
We have some chives.
Okay.
The next would be some basil. And again, this all goes in your taste preference. You like more basil, you can add more basil to your dish.
Okay. And, we were saying before we got on the air, I mean, a lot of people know I'm not, a lover of seafood. And you said you never had seafood
I never had seafood growing up, but I love seafood now.
Right, yeah.
He's making up for all that lost time.
He's making up for all the lost time, yeah.
All right.
Now here we have some chicken stock.
Okay.
Let's add a few spoonfuls of chicken stock in our dish.
All right.
There's a lot of different flavors going into this.
Is this just going to thicken it up? I mean, what?
This thickens it up too, and it also adds flavor to it.
Okay. Is that?
Yeah, that should be good.
That's good. Okay.
Yeah.
And it didn't take long for the shellfish to begin to crack open.
And we're going to add some rice. Maybe half of that rice should be good in here.
Okay. And you said this was saffron rice.
This is saffron rice.
Can you find this at the market? I mean,
well, this is just simple long grain rice cooked with this saffron water that we made earlier.
Okay.
I'm just going to cover this to make sure this finishes.
Excellent.
Cooking.
And I think you already have one.
We have one ready to go.
Yes, we have one.
All right, let's take that out. We want to see that finished product. Oh my gosh.
Look at that. Well, look at all the colors.
Talk about presentation, huh?
All right. We're trying to dig in.
Oh, me? Okay.
So I'll have some of the. We'll dig in on the side.
Here we go.
Let's see.
We're gonna give it a whirl now. This is the paella. Oh my gosh.
And believe it or not, you can taste the saffron right away.
Delicious. Wow. Ooh, nice little kick.
If you want this recipe, you can head to our website, WPRI.com, and yeah, it has a kick.